Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here. Possibly the biggest story of the day, unless something is broke in the last 4 hours, is that Enzo Amore was released from WWE today. I honestly thought that it was a really big surprise. I think everybody in the world has heard the story that Enzo Amore is basically accused of rape, I guess. I honestly thought that when the stories about Hollywood kept coming out, that it was only a matter of time before somebody involved in wrestling was sort of gonna get named in this ring of celebrities that keep getting picked out. I honestly thought they would go right for the top and somebody would sort of point the finger at Vince McMahon. And I think I've made this, sort of I hate to call it a joke, but I think I've joked about that in a few of my videos, if anybody has sort of caught on to that, that it would sort of come out. But this Enzo Amore story yesterday was really weird, and I'm not going to say that, I didn't believe the girl, but I did see a lot of tweets about this girl making videos on YouTube and having a Twitter account, basically sending out a lot of really weird tweets, like admitting that she's, I don't want to say a drug addict, but admitting that she's involved in the world of drugs. I mean, at least, posting pictures of her taking drugs, which is not smart no matter what you're doing in the world. But it's not that I'm going to say that I wasn't, saying that Enzo did it and it was only a matter of time. But I sort of just believe that WWE would let this play out a lot like the Rich Swann thing. Rich Swann still sitting on the sideline as of right now, waiting for, the world to figure out if he's guilty or innocent. And, if this guy's guilty, they're going to let him go. And if he's, presumed innocent or the charges are dropped or however it plays out, yeah, I'm guessing Rich Swann will be back in WWE, wrestling for WWE again on 205 Live. But this Enzo thing, he's released, he's fired. I guess he has his 90 days and then he's free to do whatever he wants. I think that WWE honestly is acting quick. I don't know if they basically sat him down and just basically asked him if he did it, or maybe if they asked him if he did have sex with this girl, and if he did, I'm guessing that they want to separate themselves as far away as they can. And that's probably what they're going to do. The last time WWE acted so quick was possibly the Emma thing, where Emma was, I guess she was, I don't want to say she was convicted, but at least she was arrested, for shoplifting. And the whole story came out that basically people were quick to judge, saying that Emma, stole an iPad from a Walmart in California, and then once the real story came out, I bet there's people who still believe she stole that iPad. The story that came out after was that Emma went to a Walmart and used one of those self-checkouts and basically did not scan one of the Walmart iPad covers. Not an actual iPad that cost $300, $400, but like a $20 case that you put your iPad in. I'm not sure if she didn't scan it. I highly doubt that she did not scan it on purpose. But one thing led to another, and they said that she shoplifted this iPad thing, and she lost her job. She was unemployed for about a day, and then she was, rehired again, and they worked it all out once the whole story came out. But Enzo is a thing, which, there's been a lot of stories about Enzo having heat, being kicked out of the locker room. In the last few months, I mean, the whole thing with Big Cass turning on Enzo, and then making Enzo look like he's a huge baby face. They have the match on Monday Night Raw of Enzo versus Cass, and then, Cass beats him. Enzo goes to 205 Live, and instead of, coming off like a major babyface, which is supposed to help the brand by getting some star power, they immediately turned him heel, trying to make everybody on the roster hate him. That didn't make much sense to me. But then again, I'm throwing rocks at a show I don't even freaking watch, 205 Live. So it didn't really make much sense to me. But it seems like, honestly, he's been a good champion for the brand. I don't really know what they can do to improve that show. I know that the matches that they have on Raw each and every week, most of the time, are good. But, Enzo being out, certainly does not help the company. I think that honestly he was an important character for them. I didn't really like the Nia Jax storyline that they were rolling with at the time. But we'll see what happens. I mean, Cedric Alexander, one of my favorite guys, one of the nicest guys in the world. I've ran into this guy. The first WrestleCon was actually Wrestle Reunion. It was the first one that I ever noticed him. I had seen him wrestle at the ROH shows, and then I noticed him working for High Spots. And then come 30, 31, and 32, I ran into him, and I honestly thought that he was a really good wrestler. And here he is in WWE. He's got a title shot. I don't know if basically they'll scrap that match and maybe have some sort of a tournament. That might be good to add some luster to 205 Live. Everybody loves tournaments. And maybe find a way to crown a champion that way. But as of right now, Enzo's out. And we'll see what's next for him.